Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to day 4 where we ride to Kaza. Just before we get set off today, one of the mechanics spotted that the rear shock weren't quite right on the bike, so they're just swapping that out now. So here's the new shock straight out of the box. Look at that. So as my bike's having the shock done, I'll just show you where we are. So we're on day 4, but this is the 3rd day's riding. We're going to ride to Kaza. It's 220 kilometers. It's going to be a big day today. We're going to an altitude at 12,575 feet. It's in the Western Himalayas. It's in a really remote place. It's a small town in the Spiti Valley. So these guys know these bikes inside out. When these boys get to work, they can swap these things out pretty quick. That's some fast work there by the boys. There's another bike here, just having a little bit of work done to it as well. Yeah, I did notice yesterday when I was riding the bike, in fact I think I was probably saying on the video, it was really spongy on the back, and obviously that's why. You can see in there, brand new shock, all nice and shiny. Just kind of make me want to just go and clean the bike now. So one of the things we have to do on a daily basis is obviously fill up our hydro packs. These are 3-litre packs. We don't do that many stops, as you probably see. We do like 1 or 2. Yeah, really important to take that water with you.
I need to tell you about today. 200 odd kilometres. We think the road might be good. I'm not sure. It's we did this in June, and after the rain in July, we never even got as far as this. We were stopped back at the where we came along yesterday. So historically this first part, or from here to Kaza, is generally pretty good, but like I say, we don't know where the landslides were. We know after Kaza tomorrow it will be a challenge.
Right guys, here we go. We're just getting ready to set off. Like I said, this is day 4, but this is the third day of riding. So here we go. Got the new shock on, so it'll be interesting to see how that feels, because the other one was a bit spongy, shall we say. Oh yeah, that's loads better. I could just by bouncing on it just then. So what we're doing today, like I said, we're heading to a place called Kaza. It's a big old ride. It's going to be a long day today. It's like a Buddhist religion there. We're getting a bit more remote now.
Sheba's Willie up there.
Did you say it's like 80 foot?
Yeah. It's a long way away.
Sheba's Willie?
Yeah.
So over in the background there, you probably can't see it, but there's a thing called Sheba's Willie. It's 80 foot high, but from here it looks absolutely minute. You have to get these bikes warmed up a little bit. They just cut out otherwise. So first things first, we've got to go get this paperwork done, which we should have done yesterday, and that was the purpose of having the short ride. So we've got to go and have a photo took. We do have to bring quite a bit of sort of documentation with us, and we're kind of heading back down the same route, and then we're going to turn off and head for the Spiti Valley. It'll be quite interesting to see. Heavily Buddhist religion, and it's nice to get a bit more remote. We're only going to be something like 8 kilometers from the Chinese border. I think people start changing their looks a little bit as well, you know, from kind of the Indian to more Chinese-y, Tibetan facial kind of looks, and they do around these parts as well, where we've been yesterday. People are very nice. It's quite interesting because they obviously don't, or a lot of them don't speak English, so they only know a few words, and you kind of have to be quite direct with them, which comes across a bit rude, and but it's not. It's just the way it is. You know, Alex, the leader, he was saying that you know, this is how you've got to say things. They don't use kind of please and thank you as such. So you know, if you want a beer, you can't go, oh, could I please have a bottle of beer? You just say beer. And it's not kind of in my nature to be like that, but you've got to do it because you'll confuse everybody. You'll confuse the person you're trying to order from. So so it's interesting cultures. Certainly a fantastic ride up to now. We're gonna have some tough days on these bikes, and this could be one of them. These little twisty mountain roads are absolutely beautiful to until a car comes. As I was saying, when you get a clear run on these roads, they're absolutely great. You know, beautiful wooded area, some nice tight twisty hairpin. Prefer it on the descent, so you can just sort of let yourself roll down. And you get the beautiful views. It's a nice temperature this morning, not quite sure what it is. I'd probably be guessing kind of like about 12 degrees, 15. I think it's obviously going to get hotter as the day goes on. Then the humidity rises. As we descend, the temperature's going to go up. So under my adventure suit, I've got the Rucker Outlast top and bottoms, which is like the base layer. So I've been testing that out, and I've got to say that works well. You still get hot, you still get sweater, but the Outlast stuff is supposed to regulate your body heat, and it's been working really well for me. And the material itself is so soft, and it dries really quick as well. So yeah, seriously happy with that. Like I said, I'm going to put all the links in the description of all the kit I'm wearing. I'm also going to put links in for the Nomadic Knights who run this tour. Well, the one thing they said to us at the start of this is zero your mileometer on your bike, so we know you're doing the distance. And this is the third day of riding, and I forgot to do it the last 2 days. So a little bit of mathematics, a little bit of taking away. See where we're at. So after the dogs, oh, some lambs, some sheepies. It's the first time I've seen some of those. I've seen every other animal. Still haven't seen one of them Tibetan mastiffs. I really want to see them because I've seen pictures on the net and they're just humongous. Oh, we have got a truck come in. A lot of gravel all over the road, so you do have to be a bit careful and you know, refrain from hitting the brakes. Got ABS on the front of this bike, none on the back, so but it's kind of what you want, enduro style. Drop the visor down. I'm just more for the dust, to be honest. But me personally, there's a lot of people wearing goggles. I would sooner stick with the helmet with the drop down visor. I just feel more comfortable with it. I really struggle with goggles on all day long. It's definitely rush hour. There's groups of kids of all ages that stand at the roadside waving at you, really interested. Yeah, you can instantly feel the temperature rise already. It's getting a little bit busy around these parts. I think that must be the school there. Lots of kids knocking around. So we're just waiting on a few others to catch up. Not quite sure, we seem to have lost a few already. Okay, we've got the back marker. He's caught up. That means we know we've got the group together. Well, just went over the speed bump there. Or just put went over one of the humps, and yeah, that suspension feels loads better. It's not until you get a new one you don't realise how bad the other one was. Special Area Development Authority welcomes you. Oh, it's absolute chaos. Right, that's a no parking zone. Although they are letting us park the bikes there. We've literally got to, well, I've got to watch my camera on these posts. I've got my 360 camera hanging off the crash bar there. Right, so this is where we go get the permit to travel into the inner line, which is the divide between the India and the Chinese border. So now we're off. So yeah, we had to hang around for the permit for absolutely ages in the sunshine. Everything works so slow here when it comes to paperwork, and we couldn't do nothing without that permit. Yeah, so we've got a long way to go. What have I done? 17 kilometers. So we've got another 200, and we're well behind on time. I know we're going to be on some nice bit of tarmac, so hopefully we can make up a bit of time. Sometimes when you go around the corner you just get like a real gust of wind. Definitely a lot windier than yesterday. I was just looking at the construction workers here and they're all kind of women. So I've absolutely been nailing it, trying to catch my buddy up. I was kind of hitting 100 back there on the straight. But you can't go too crazy on these corners. I did manage to get it to slide back there. So you can just see a couple of our bikers over there just looping round. I don't know where I am in the group. I think I'm about sort of in the middle somewhere. Trying to catch them up is kind of impossible once they've got a head start, but it's not a race. It's all about enjoying the ride. So I've just seen some signs back there saying beware avalanche area, which I think everywhere is an avalanche area. They've got these kind of army trucks here, and above that they've got like these dome egg-shaped things. I'm guessing they are military bases. Just do a mileage check. 74 kilometers, like I said, 220 today. You think you've done loads of miles until you look at the clock, and just because it's all twisty bends, this stretch of road has just been absolutely amazing so far. Right, so we've started making the climb. There's a sign back there says it's not a rally, enjoy the valley. Kind of makes sense. So you got Phil, Illuminous Phil, trying to take me on the inside. So I just stopped for I was just looking at this little donkey. Oh, I've just made him go into the middle of the road now. Let's just have a look over this cliff edge. Some telegraph poles there. God, they look so tiny when you see them going up and over the top of the mountain there. Just knocking around. Dead peaceful. They're really not that bothered. Right, back on the bike. So there's more donkeys. This seems to be like Donkey Village around here. Just stopped. This is probably the halfway mark. We're going to go get in there, get a bite to eat. Just check the altitude, we're at 11,800 feet. You can start to feel the air is getting a little bit thinner. Dogs are looking very chilled. Everybody's already
we've got the noodles.
beat me to it.
They look good.
I've already ordered the noodles if you want.
Here we go, vegetable noodles. The food in there was absolutely superb. 130 rupees, which is about £1.30 in the English money. Cheap as chips. Noodles were great. And again, we'll get that biker Simon sticker out. Find a little spot for it. Try not to tread on the dogs. And here they go. Thank you. So this is the halfway point. We've got another 110 kilometers to go. To be honest, the roads have been absolutely superb. Apart from potholes, cows, donkeys, and as you can see, you don't get no better than this. Right, so we've got another bit that's under construction. Time to get on the pegs. Got some rushing water here. We get through that okay. Just as I was saying how nice the roads were, they sort of disappeared. The size of these rocks, unbelievable. I mean, the runoff at the side here, you've got no barrier whatsoever. You would not want to be going down there. We're in the Spiti Valley. This is a Lorry village and it's got a population of 235 people. So me and my buddy Phil, just back then, I didn't have the camera running, but there's a bit of a rock fall coming down and it could have got a lot worse. So we literally had to kind of like outrun it the best we could and just clear that bit. The Spiti River in the Spiti Valley. Now that looks like good fun. Bit of white water rafted on there. So we kind of ran out of road a few miles ago and we've taken to the trails. A lot of standing up on the pegs. The ground's completely dry. Bit of dust, bit of wind. But again, it's been a really good day with all the different sort of terrains. We've had some great, beautiful tarmac. We've done a bit of off-roading. So I think we've reached Kaza now. That was getting quite technical. Great fun though, quite a lot of off-road stuff, eating a lot of dust. I've had to keep stopping just to clean the visor and clean the cameras down because I just couldn't see anything. Here's my buddy Phil. Are we lost? Okay. So this region is their religion's Buddhism. All these temples. Right, we've arrived in the place called Kaza. A great ride today, really good combination of some really nice tarmac roads and some off-road stuff today. 220k. It was a bit of a challenge, but the weather stayed dry. We're right in the far northern area of India, and you can see behind us we've got these sort of places of worship. So the religion here is Buddhism. So before the turn of the century, this used to be Tibetan, and the people around here do look like they're from Tibet. Hope you like the video, guys, and I shall see you in the morning. Oh, we've got one down already. Yeah, certainly don't want one of those to ram me. Okay, we've got a man down. A lot of water crossings. Whoa! Ah! Oh my god! I'm absolutely shattered.